Okay, welcome everybody to another MTGO League. Going to be running an old favourite through today, which is some Crashing Footfalls. This list has been buzzing around a little bit online. I'm not sure exactly who brewed this exact 75, but we have, the classic 8 Cascaders and Crashing Footfalls, and then some old favourites: Force of Negation, Subtlety, Fire Ice, Lorien Revealed, Binding, etc. We are running 3 Phlage. And we also are running 1 Arena of Glory, which seems quite greedy in this kind of list, but it's very, very good, obviously, with Phlage, and you can use it for Scion of Draco as well. So yeah, classic game plan of sort of forcing subtlety and cheap interaction on the opponent's stuff, and then winning with either Scion or your Rhinos, or the 3 Phlage. Sideboard. Again, we're really targeting big mana decks with this one. So we have 4 Obsidian Charmaws, very good against the colourless land, like Ugin's Labyrinth, etc. Got some Disputes. Murktide's quite popular, also good endurance against them. And then we have 2 Inevitable Betrayal. So this is for things like Through the Breach, where we can go turn 3, we remove all of our Rhinos, stick 2 Inevitable Betrayals in, and then when we cascade, we just shove an Emrakul, the Eon's Torn, into play from the opponent's deck, and then a couple of Brotherhoods end to round it out to try and fight the pesky energy decks. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in, and yeah, big thanks to everyone that subscribed. As of now, I have hit 900 subscribers, sitting on 905. So thank you ever so much to everyone that has subscribed. It really does mean a lot to have you on board and supporting the channel. Targeting 1,000 now, which would be absolutely amazing if we could get there. Never expected that when I first started doing this, but yeah, thanks very much. And as usual, please do let me know if there's any plays. I'm always keen to try and improve, so please do let me know if there's anything that could be done differently. Right, this is a 1-lander. We do have a Lorien Revealed, so I can go and get Steam Vent, which lets us binding. I can also, I think we'll keep this one, and then I'll go Temple Garden, shock it in, because we can go and get the Triome, which I probably should have checked. I'm pretty sure it's Grixis Triome we're running, so I can Lorien Revealed for the Grixis Triome. Could also go and get Thundering Falls just to try and guarantee our 3rd land. Extraction Specialist hits the bin. So do we get Thundering Falls or do we get Xander's Lounge? I think I'm going to take Thundering Falls. Just try and guarantee our 3rd land. Would we have got there anyway? See what's on top of our library. Obviously this is a little bit slow. Yeah, okay, obviously we have to put that one into the graveyard. It could have been that I was meant to get the Triome to allow us to binding here, but we do have binding available next turn. We really want to hit our 3rd land. We've had quite a few looks at it here. Okay, opponent goes for Voice of Resurgence. Okay, so actually if we find a land, do we Phlage? Probably not. That's rough. So we now can't play a threat. So I think I'm just going to go binding the Voice of Resurgence now. There has been a Bant list going around with like Collected Company and things. We could have let that hit us and played Crashing Footfalls, I suppose. This can destroy an enchantment, can't it? Yeah. They're running Shardless Agent as well. Birthing Ritual. Okay. That's pretty good, because now they can sack the Shardless Agent to Birthing Ritual. Get a 4-drop. Obviously we really need to find our land now. Depends what they hit. We could just go Leyline Binding. Hopefully we find a land. Sarah Paragon. Okay, so we do find the land. You can play a land from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell. Okay, so it's a 3/4 as well. I think we have to go. Okay, yeah, let's go and get. I'm going to go and get the Grixis Triome. Oh, that doesn't work because we can't then Binding and suspend Footfalls. We haven't got the right colours. Could get a shock land like Stomping Ground. That lets us do it. Yeah, I think that's... or we could get Hallowed Fountain, which also does it. Then neither of those let us cast. I don't think the game's going to go long enough to do that. I think we're just going to get Xander's Lounge and then Leyline Binding. I think we're just taking the Paragon here. Really don't want them casting Shardless Agent from the graveyard. Okay, another Shardless Agent into White Orchid Phantom. Okay, so probably going to destroy our Triome here. We do have lands to get. White or blue? Probably just white. Casts Phlage. This looks pretty cool from the opponent. See if they find anything else. They sack the Phantom, find another Phantom, so they'll... okay, yeah, we'll take the island. Find another Binding. So I think now we're just going for Rhinos. Pass the turn. So we do make 10 power there. Birthing Ritual is just so scary. Like, it's not a crazy thought to see them sacrificing White Orchid Phantom and getting Deputy of Detention or something. Okay, they destroy our Binding. Play the land. No attacks. We do have another Binding. Okay, they sack the Shardless Agent. They can get a 4-drop here. Okay, Extraction Special. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. I think we're in real bad shape here. Haven't got any more basics to go and get. Now can't Binding. Can't actually cast anything from our hand. We do find a land though. So, what do we do here? So we could fetch Shock, play Phlage, kill something. I kind of want to get rid of... I think we need to get rid of the Sarah Paragon again. I just don't think we can let that stay around. Like, they'll just start casting things from the graveyard. So if I get Stomping Ground, I can Binding for 2. So that seems to be the right one to get. Or we could go Stomping Ground untapped. Cut and then suspend Footfalls. I think we will do that now. Do binding first. I'm pretty sure it's 2, yeah. Okay, get rid of the Serra Paragon. Suspender Footfalls. So White Orchid Phantom, this one can't block, so he can swing in for with the Rhinos. Okay, this is a 2/2. Okay, we're fine trading like that. Guess the opponent can now block block our Rhino with 2 of these. But we have Phlage potentially. Got a decent sideboard probably here. Got some Wear Tears probably come in, Brotherhood's End. Probably not Mystical Dispute, they don't look to be that heavily into blue. Probably side out the Force, although this Birthing Ritual has done a lot of work. Another Shardless Agent into Voice, okay. Another Ritual though, that's pretty scary. Okay, we take 4. It's always going to be an uphill battle. Now, we do have quite a lot of power, but opponent almost just tutoring whatever card they want here. They get Voice into Voice, make another elemental. See, but they hit off the second Birthing Ritual. Pretty sweet. So yeah, blue has just been for Shardless Agent at the moment. The main deck White Orchid Phantoms are really nice against the big mana stuff, and they get to make use of a lot of powerful double face lands. Skyclave not great here. They take our Shardless Agent, but we'd rather that happens anyway, I think. Okay, another Ardent Plea. So we could go Phlage or just Ardent Plea into more Rhinos. We can't attack, unfortunately. Do we just concede? I don't think we're winning this game. They've got 2 White Orchid Phantoms able to just smash us. Okay, they are attacking. Oh, they're attacking with everything. Okay, that's, yeah, that probably does it actually. Didn't think about that one. Okay, so you could go block, 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 take 2, 4, go to 2. We have to block at least one of these. But then we could go block here, block here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can't do that. Okay, so I think we have to just block like this. Take 8. And then, yeah, we get a 2, we kill one of those. We can make more Rhinos, but we're just dead in the air. We could Phlage one down. I think I'm just going to concede. Like, I think we've probably been in garbage time for a while. I probably should have conceded a bit earlier. Okay, so Brotherhood's End seems like something we want. Potentially Wear Tear just for the birthing rituals. Force Negation only hits birthing ritual. I think that's probably not good enough. I think I'd rather have a Wear Tear. And then one more card is probably just Endurance. Subtlety, we've got 2. We want all that stuff. All that. I think that's probably where we want to be. I think Leyline Scion is ideally what we want to be doing here if we can manage to pull that off. Right, on the play, let's see what we find. Fire Ice, 1 Crashing Footfalls. We need to cycle for a land. We do have Ardent Plea, so we go turn 1 Misty. I think I'm going to mulligan this. Yeah, this is better. So we'll keep here. I'm just going to bottom the Lorien Revealed, I think. Make sure we hit our lands. It's unlikely we want to Ardent to Subtlety something turn 2, but it's possible. We'll go and get a Surveil land here. Would like to find, I guess, Fire Ice would be good. What is this? Permanents you can all have hexproof. You may cast Angel and Humans. Okay, that's an interesting one. Yeah, I think we'll go and get Thundering Falls. No, we'll get Lush Portico first. More likely to want white mana on turn 2. Okay, well, we will, I guess, do that. Again, probably not subtletying here. We could have kept that Plains for Phlage, but we're not going to have enough in the graveyard, I don't think. Okay, basic Forest, Voice of Resurgence. Okay, go and get a Thundering Falls. Ardent Plea. I think I might. Is it? No, I'm going to put that on top. We're happy to make more Rhinos. And it pitches to Subtlety if we need to. Okay, so I think we want more. I think if we just get another Steam Vents. Because we want the double red eventually for Phlage. Pass the turn. So it depends what we draw here. I think we're probably just slamming Ardent Plea. Okay, they do find Shardless Agent. Drannith Magistrate. That's fine. I don't want to cast the Subtlety there because yeah, don't want to cast the Subtlety there because it gives them a Voice of Resurgence trigger. Okay, find a land, which is quite nice. Okay, so let's go Phlage. I'm just going to kill the Drannith Magistrate. Like, I doubt they block with it anyway. Okay, land. Attack for 8. Quite a few turns before these Rhinos come in. Okay, we do see a double block, that's fine. Lets us cast our Subtlety potentially. And actually we're not too, I guess, yeah, we're not too worried about pitching this Ardent Plea because we've got Phlage next turn as an attacker. Well, not as an attacker, sorry, as a threat to cast. Okay, they play a Lush Portico, which is fine. We haven't seen Collected Company from them. I'm just going to fetch the Triome end of turn here. Okay, so they could have something. Okay, get Xander's Lounge. I think I'm just going to cast Phlage here. Just keep the board clear. Yeah. Okay, so red. Oh, I didn't. That was really dumb. Getting the wrong land. Fortunately, I've been bailed out by the deck, finding a second white source. Yes, we'll go white, white, red, red. Cast Phlage. Target the elemental. Gain some life again. Attack for 5. And then we just get to Subtlety, whatever they do, because we've got enough damage. Yeah, we're definitely just essentially whatever spell, whatever Skyclave. Yeah, we'll Subtlety that one. Because that can eat our Phlage. It could be running something like a 1-mana white spell that exiles Phlage. Okay, they go to 8. Okay, voice is fine. Get to cast some Rhinos here. Yep. Okay, another one is not great. Attack with both. So if I shoot them, they get a 5. They block here. If I shoot this, they then block here anyway. I think I'm going to shoot this though, because given that we can't kill them this turn, I don't want them birthing ritualing into anything. Because if I shoot them, they go to 5. They block, they go to 1. If I shoot this, they block with that. Take 4, go to 4, but I think they're pretty much the same, so I'm just going to shoot the voice. Because yeah, we don't want them slamming Birthing Ritual and somehow getting back into it that way. Yeah, I'll suspend this. I doubt it's going to matter, but okay, we're 1-1. Do we want to change anything here? I don't think we saw too much that we might want to change. We saw Dranith Magistrate, but think what we've got going on is fine. We didn't see anything huge to make us want Inevitable Betrayal. So yeah, ship it back. Right, we see 3 Lorien Revealed. We do have a Subtlety. And we do have a turn 3 Shardless. I think this is, oh yeah, I think this is okay. We can Subtlety, slow them down. So we need to use some of these for lands. Okay. see what they do. So yeah, they're just setting up to find a... They didn't look to run too many 1-mana things, which makes sense because I guess they don't really want to be hitting 1-mana stuff off their Birthing Ritual. We do find another land. Okay, so we'll play a not... Obviously, we're not going to crack the fetch into... But we don't want to get turned to White Orchid Phantom. So here, I think we can afford to go and get a Surveil land here. They put a Birthing Ritual into the graveyard. So yeah, not ready for that one yet. I'll probably Subtlety a Voice of Resurgence here. Okay, Birthing Ritual. That's fine because they haven't got any creatures. So next turn we're going to try and just Subtlety whatever we can. Let's get Lush Portico here. Yeah, I'm in for Leyline Binding because now we can go. I guess. We'll just play that and pass. I think actually I'm going to cycle the land and Subtlety whatever they do. 3-mana White Orchid. So either Subtlety that, I think I Subtlety that and go and get the land. Or yeah, that's or we could just go and get the Triome. They're gonna go and get us a basic land. It comes in tapped though. This is a weird spot. Let me know what you do. It's guaranteeing we could go Subtlety this next turn, make Rhinos, but the trouble is we're not guaranteed a land then because we need to Binding this as well. I think dealing with their pressure is probably best. So I think I'm just going to go Subtlety this. I think that's an easy one. Put it on the bottom. So now I think I'm gonna Island Cycle, make sure we make Rhinos next turn, potentially. I don't know actually, maybe I meant to just Binding this. So we'll go and get Steam Vents, I think. Yeah. And then we'll go and get the Surveil. We're going to get the Triome here. Okay. Arid Mesa. So it's Shardless Agent versus Binding their thing here. I think I want to get the pressure down. I think that's better. But they'll get potentially one activation off the Birthing Ritual, which is obviously awkward. But next turn we have, we have a really good turn potentially next turn by going Binding and Phlage. Need to remember that this land needs to go and get, it has to be white mana. Okay, they get a Surveil land, which is probably good news. They're going to play a creature here. Recruiter of the Guard is good. get. It could be Dranith Magistrate with toughness 2 or okay, so they can't get Dranith Magistrate because that's a 1/3. They could get another recruiter, but that's probably not that great. So here what we get to do is just go cast Phlage, kill the well, it depends what they put in from Birthing Ritual. They get a Solitude. Okay. Solitude's a good one. Creature of the Guard can pretty much find any creature. But we are attacking for 10. Okay, they sack the recruiter. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's go land. Attack with everything, because if they don't okay, they don't block, so I'm pretty sure, well, we can definitely get basic planes if we need to, so we can just go Phlage. Kill this. Pass the turn. So this needs to get white anyway for Phlage next turn. I think what we'll do, they're incentivized to play a creature now. But if they go Solitude, we'll just go Binding the Ritual and then Phlage the Solitude. Okay. Don't want to get our basic here. It's either Temple Garden or Hallowed Fountain. I think it's just Temple Garden. Yeah. Leyline Binding. So we could Binding the Solitude. That would put them to 1. But we can Phlage that. So just get rid of the Ritual. Just so they don't get a trigger. Another Crashing Footfalls is not the best, so we'll just go Phlage. White, white, red, red. Suppose we could get an island. No, we can't, because, well, we could get Hallowed Fountain if we wanted, but I think I'd rather save this. Let's get Phlage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoot this for 3. Attack for 4. Put our opponent to 4 life. They got 3 cards in hand. They do have 5 mana, so Solitude is among the best things they can have. I guess the Witch Enchanter is actually best. Or like Birthing Ritual, something into... Yeah, actually they can have some scary stuff here, still here. Play a land. Yeah, like Birthing Ritual 3-drop or Birthing Ritual Witch Enchanter is yeah, really, really good. Okay, they exile our Phlage. They do have to block though, and they are dead to something like Fire Ice or another Binding. Okay, there's Fire Ice. Let's go. What could they have? They could have like Path to Exile. Would have been dead to Phlage as well. Okay, so yeah, fairly convincing win. I mean, yeah, I think I made a few mistakes in round one, but yeah, after we knew more about what was going on, just able to keep the board nice and clear, and yeah, get there with Phlage and some Rhinos. Didn't see Scion at all that game, but yeah, happy with the win. See you for round two. Right, this looks fine. No Scion, but we can look for it. I think we'll shove a Leyline into play, which obviously helps with our mana. We are on the draw, but we have Subtlety. Yeah, I think we'll just lead with Arid Mesa. Put a Crashing Footfalls on the stack. Well, no, not on the stack, but into Suspend. And then pitch Subtlety if we need to. Dark Slick Shores, Preordain. Okay, so it looks like UB Murktide here. They go 2 top. See what we find. Okay, another land. Let's go Arid Mesa. I will be subtletying a frog here. I think that's a key way in which we lose them, to just go nuts with this. Get rid of that. Would love to draw a Scion of Draco. That's our best draw. Okay, Temple Garden, unfortunately. So I'm going to play out the Misty and pass. We can Surveil twice here. It's weird because sometimes these lists are running main deck Harbinger, which is obviously not good for us. Short of a Force of Negation though, might be able to resolve some Rhinos here. Okay, so just go and get one of our Surveil lands. See what we find. Yep, happy with Binding. Gonna take the opportunity though to try and resolve some Rhinos. Opponent has 3 cards in hand. They could have Force. I don't know if they're running Force in the main at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised to see Force in the main. I may Surveil in upkeep here. It goes not 2 on the bottom, 3 cards in hand. They do have the ability to give the frog flying, which they do. Actually, I'm probably not going to Surveil in upkeep, because if we find a 3 mana spell, we still want to be able to cast Binding. Okay, Fire Ice is really nice. Let's attack with everything. Play the land. What are we going to do here? Because we are making Rhinos potentially next turn. I think I'm just going to ice the... well, actually, do we ice the frog? Because fire is able to... I'm probably gonna just binding the frog now. Because it's unlikely, like they could have Spell Pierce. Well, there's a Force. Okay, Force pitching counter spell. How much do we care about this frog now? He's going to draw them a card. Do I ice it? I think so. But we could have held the fire. Okay, push. We got one card in hand, but we're casting some more Rhinos. Yep. They did force pitch counter spell, so we are able to attack for 5 here. Thanks to our Ardent Plea. I'll play the land just in case. It's worth knowing as well how Leyline interacts with your lands with the Harbinger in play. If we have a basic, then that basic retains all colors because Harbinger doesn't mess around with basics. Yeah, going to cast a binding in their upkeep here, and that'll be the game. So we want all of these endurances, all of these disputes, side out all of the forces. It's just so awkward into other disputes or spell pierce. We can expect consigned to memory because it counters the cascade trigger. Do we want ley lines? We got 2 cards to cut. Leyline is an awkward top deck. Is Scion of Draco likely to resolve here? Potentially not. I think we could potentially trim one, maybe one copy of Fire Ice, or maybe it's just keep the Leyline in, get rid of the other Fire Ice, because Fire Ice can't really... Fire Ice is very good against Bowmaster though. Maybe one Phlage. Yeah, let's try that. Phlage might be really good. Again, it can't... We struggle to kill stuff with it is the only thing. This hand's a bit awkward. 4 lands. I think we can probably do better. It does have a Leyline in, which makes our mana easier. We can surveil potentially, and we do have a dispute as well. I think I've talked myself into keeping this. Like, it counters the frog. We've got a load of live draws now. I'm going to leave with Arid Mesa. Worth thinking here, what, because we're going to want to get a basic at some point. We don't actually need basic island. Oh, that's a good draw. So we're actually going to want to go and get basic plains. So actually we probably lead on Misty. We'd quite like them to go for a frog that we can just dispute. Go and get Surveil land here. Thundering Falls. Yeah, we'll have that one. Let's go Arid Mesa pass. We don't want to go Scion just straight into their counter spell, whereas next turn we can go Scion, hold up dispute. I probably will ice a land here. I think we'll wait though. We can. Okay, there's a preordain. That's fine. Don't want to dispute that one, because then we get to go ice a land. And then go Scion, hold up dispute. They could have Bowmaster here. Okay, there's Shardless Agent. So let's go Arid Mesa. I'm going to take the opportunity just to go and get a Plains, just in case. And then we'll just go Scion. I'm going to dispute that. So here is another good, okay, Force of Negation. We get a lot of spells out of their hand. So another good thing there, if they had 2 mana, they could have gone Consign, Replicate, put 2 copies of it on the stack, which means we couldn't have, we could not have countered both copies. Opponent has 1 card in hand. It could be another Consign. Draco is still castable, and this is what I mean by this land is now all types, so I can still cast Shardless Agent here. I think I'm just going to go for that. So go green, colorless. Opponent has 1 card in hand. We do also have all types for Scion. They could consign this trigger. Actually, yeah, so fetching basic is not redundant here, fetching basic island. Because under Leyline of the Guildpact, it still makes all colours. Play a land and pass. Because having our plains be our mountain as well is a bit awkward with Phlage, that we can't cast Phlage. Okay, well, we'll take that. Decent win over Murktide there. They just had to use so many resources to deal with that Scion. We did draw quite well, but yeah, happy to be 2-0. See you for round number 3. Right, certainly like to play first. And what do we think about this hand? So we can go Suspend on 1, potentially Binding on 2, Phlage on 3. Is that good enough? I think we can do better. This hand is better, so we'll keep it. Bottom the Force. Or is it bottoming Phlage? I think I'm bottoming Phlage here. So, okay. Play this. Yeah. We could potentially Binding on 1 as well. Basic Swamp. Let's go Island Cycle. Just going to go and get Thundering Falls. Look for our 3rd land. Definitely graveyard that one. Profane Tutor. Okay, let's see a land here. Land. That's pretty bad. Definitely going to be forcing a Profane Tutor here. Opponent missed a land as well. Okay, so just suspend that one and pass. I'm gonna force pitch Subtlety here. Okay, they cast it. opponent thought seizes, so that is our Shardless Agent gone. They still miss a land. Okay, we find the land. But obviously nothing to do with it now. Can cast Binding. So this is likely to be Coffers, could be Necro. Don't miss a land again. Okay, Xander's Lounge. I think I'm going to cycle that. If we get the chance. Okay, another Profane Tutor. Okay, there's a Scion, so that is good. It's a threat at least. I think I was going to cast that. Fire Ice is good here with the opponent not finding any lands. Kind of crazy that, yeah, haven't found any lands in 7 turns. Next turn they are going to get to Profane Tutor. They probably go and fetch a land. So what we'll do is we'll let them resolve the Profane Tutor and then ice a ice a land. Soul Spike us. Okay, so it is. It does look like it is Necro dominance. Okay, look, we are casting some 4/4s here. Okay, there's a Phlage, that's pretty good. So next turn we're attacking for 4. We're attacking for 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, so not quite. So what I'm going to do here is we'll, in their upkeep, they'll cast Profane Tutor. We'll let them search because they're going to go and get a land, I would say. And then I'm going to ice one of their lands so they can't cast anything big. Okay, we draw a Force, which is actually pretty good. They may go and get EE, I suppose. Okay. So yeah, opponent just never found a land in so many draws. I don't know what we want here. I guess Wear Tear is a good answer to Necro Dominance itself. Phlage isn't great actually. I think we'll just submit that. I can't think of any other slam dunks against them. Yeah. But we could consider an Inevitable Betrayal, like they're probably on a load of Shieldrids, but right, what do we think of this hand? So these two cast Binding on turn 2, but we don't have the ability to cast Scion yet. I think this is fine because we can go turn 1 tapped Hallowed Fountain, turn 2 shock in a Stomping Ground to Binding their Necro. As it is, they Thoughtseize take the Scion. Okay, we like drawing that. They took one Scion, which implies they're going to take the other one in a second. We do have 2 answers now. Inquisition. Okay. So they probably take Force. Although we are a way off casting Force. And we'd have to pitch. Okay, they take Ardent Plea, that makes sense. Okay, draw. Now we don't have to shock. Does it give the game away? I don't think that matters. You can fuse this later is the thing. I think I'm happy to just go Stomping Ground pass. I think, you know, we're not going to want to, if they do go Necro, we're not going to want to binding it. If we can avoid doing that. Ooh. Okay. So we're going to get a plains here. Oh, I don't know, that was stupid. I should have got an island. Yeah, I really should have got an island there because we've got a plains in hand. Okay, they take the wear tear, so that implies they probably have Necro. Yeah, island would have been nice. Okay, so we have to shock this in. Yeah, it's got the wrong land. This could be coffers. Another Field of Ruin. It's actually good for us potentially. We'll float a mana here. If we draw a blue card, I will go for Shardless Agent. Okay. Because we're now able to force a Necro. Yeah, we'll make 10 power. I don't know what the opponent could possibly have to deal with this many Rhinos. They could have like Damnation, Path of Peril, that kind of stuff. Don't think people have too many sideboard cards for Rhinos at the moment. Okay, there's coffers, so that's quite a lot of mana. They have one floating. Yeah, I'm going to force that. If they have another one, they can still cast it, but then they won't have any mana, at least. Okay, they march. That's fine. Attack with everything. They got one card in hand. Do we ice the coffers here as opposed to binding? I don't think we do ice coffers. The card I'm really worried about is another Necro. Okay, Khan's pretty good as well. Because they can go and get EE, which I assume they run in the sideboard. Okay, one ring is also pretty good. So, do we... I could go binding... No, we just attack Khan, right? Binding the one ring. I think we just untap here. Okay, that's not great. Attack Khan, attack them. So the other option is we could go ice. Oh no, we can't. Yeah, we can't find a. We can't find a force here. So we let them play the ring. Eee, that's rough. Okay. So they thought he's good as 6 to be ice right now. I don't think so. That's one of the best draws probably that they could have had, I think. They take the binding, they play the One Ring. Okay. They do go to 6 though. This buys them a turn and a lot of cards. What we could do is just ice the One Ring in their upkeep so they take extra damage. I don't think that's worth it. I think I'm now just going to cash in an ice. Just draw a card. Okay, Arid Mesa. So go land. What I'll be afraid of, I guess, Damnation. So if we go Steam Vents, that should cast Leyline. If they, I suppose, if they find removal for our Rhinos, I think that's more likely actually. So I'm just going to cast a Scion. You could also find another ring, I guess. They take 1 here, go to 5. They do have a lot of life gain in their deck though, and they have quite a lot of mana here. 3 cards. Yeah, I figured like an Engineered Explosives was more likely. Like an Engineered Explosives or double Fatal Push are more likely than okay, that's pretty good. So they go up to 10 having found. Okay, another Ardent Plea. I mean, I'm just going to cast it. Make more Rhinos. We get another look at a load of cards. Draw 2 more. 5 cards in hand now. One Ring is a powerful card. Like, you do get these play patterns now with this, like, you know, ring into ring. We need to fade, yeah, like a mass removal. March of Wretched Sorrow is actually very, very good. Something like Necro Dominance and Shieldred. But we're just keeping asking the questions with these Rhinos. Yeah, we've got 16, essentially 16 damage. Opponent plays a Field of Ruin. So you could make a lot of mana here. Okay, that's 5 mana. Karn is probably, I mean, I'm assuming they've got Engineered Explosives in their sideboard. Yeah, there's Karn. Like, we probably just lose now. Maybe that they've cut Engineered Explosives, but it seems very good against Boros. Worm Coil Engine. Okay, that's a blast from the past that we haven't seen for a while. Think we have. I mean, they're dead, they're still dead to some of our draws. We've got Ice, we've got Binding, we've got, yeah. Come on. That's gross. Okay, well, I think we attack with everything. So we go attack Karn, If they have Fatal Push or a kill spell, I think we have to send 3 at Karn. At Karn, probably. They kill 1, yeah, because we can't let them push 1. I suppose we could have risked it and sent 2 at Karn. Okay. Hopefully the auto tap takes care of this. It doesn't. What do we need to pay? So black and green should do it. Then we go land a pass. And take some damage. Yeah, I mean, we had draws at that one. Yeah, Leyline Binding, Fire Ice. Okay, Shield was pretty good. I think we probably lose now because the ring is no longer a downside. They're at 19, they got 6 cards in hand. Cool list. Okay, there's Necro Dominance as well. I think we can just go ahead and concede. The opponent's going to draw 18 cards here. Got up to 30 odd life. Okay, any changes? Could consider Charmaw, but I don't think so. Phlage just is a little bit awkward here. Endurance doesn't do anything. Brotherhood's End doesn't really do anything. I wonder if something like Charmaw is just better. Does Sunken Citadel produce? No, I think we'll just go with it. Like Phlage is like the decent backup threat. We'd kind of like more subtleties in the sideboard. But yeah, let's see how we get on with this. Right, beyond the play. So we've got a Leyline. Yeah, like we're just putting them under a lot of pressure really early. I'm going to suspend the footfalls early as well. But the thing that punishes us here for doing that is if we draw exactly Scion of Draco. And that only punishes if we don't find a land as well. Okay, Phlage is fine. Surveil. No, I'm going to put the land in the graveyard. Obviously, we do need a 4th land for Phlage, but we also need cards in the graveyard. We don't really want to find. Opponent plays a Cabal Coffers. Let's get Thundering Falls here. Graveyard that one as well. Well, there's a Scion. I think I'm just going to go land Shardless though. Make 10 power. Next turn we can go potentially Scion. Oh, that's gross. Force of Despair. Okay, they have 2 mana. Suspend a Profane Tutor. I hope they don't have another Force of Despair. Okay, another Scion. A little bit awkward. Maybe did want the 4th mana. They haven't got another. Okay, so no more. They have a second Force of Despair. Okay, there's a land. I don't really want to see the ring. Gonna grab a Plains, doesn't really matter too much here. We could have push, I suppose. going to slam a Scion here. Probably only one, even if we draw the land. Just in case of another force. Maybe we're not meant to do that because they have a Profane Tutor coming off and they can cast Damnation. But we have some stuff to do. Okay, they find Urborg, which makes mana. I'm assuming they found Urborg off the Profane Tutor. Well, I maybe shouldn't have cast all these spells. Yeah, there's Damnation. They still got 3 mana. Hopefully not a Necro. Okay, no Necro. Another Crashing Footfalls. Spend there. Hopefully they don't have an Edict as well. We have a big Scion though. Five cards in hand for the opponent. I think we're going to end up casting another Scion here. Need to fade. Karn is pretty good. The One Ring is obviously very, very good. Yeah, there's a Karn. They could get Bridge. Could get Worm Coil, I guess. What else? Like Bridge, did they play a land here? No, they haven't played land, so land Bridge would be very, very good. Although we do have answers to it. They could get Engineered Explosives, isn't great. Well, yeah, they can just get the One Ring. Okay. Well, that's an Arena of Glory. So we could... I think we go Phlage here. It's close. Let's go red. Because it's just for the I mean, I guess the problem is they're going to get does Phlage deal the damage? So did we gain 6 life there? It deals 3 damage and you gain, so it's not lifelink, but it has lifelink because of Scion of Draco. Opponent has the One Ring. I'm just going to play the Arena, I think. If we find another land. Like, we could have put them to 4 or something here. So they're just going to cast the One Ring. This is the problem. Like, the One Ring is very good against our deck and it is everywhere. We do have things like Force of Negation. Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously we have Binding as well. What do we think of that? Could wait, could cycle for... Thundering Falls is gone. So I think if we just wait. Or we could cycle for a land, because then if we get another land, we could haste both Phlage and Scion. Which seems pretty good. Or we could just cast Scion here. Let's just cast Scion. Okay, we've got 12 power. I don't think the opponent's deck usually runs more than one damnation effect. They go to 6. Could be Worm Coil, but well, okay, Shieldred is okay. But they get a 10. We're at a healthy life total, and we do have the ability to Phlage from the graveyard. This could be they can't march. Okay, we're gonna kill Shieldred with the Phlage here, I think. Another 1 ring. Okay, Inquisition is fine. Guess we turn off auto yields actually. In case they thought seize as well. Am I gonna just do? I think I'm just gonna island cycle now. Steam vents. Okay, that's a good draw. So I wonder. Trouble is, it's bad into Fatal Push. So, but it's not bad into Fatal Push. It's bad into March. But I think in general that might be worth it. Okay, so let's go. Exert Arena of Glory. Add red, red. Blue, blue. One, two, three, four, five. Attack. Deal 3 to Shieldred. We'll gain 6 life. It's got vigilance as well. So gain another 6. They could have a... No, it's very unlikely they run the scam spells now, I think. I mean, they're tapping 1. It's too late if they do have a removal spell. Yeah, Phlage with these is pretty hot. Like gaining, we've gained 12 life here. The opponent might be going for some sort of pitch removal spell, although this is hexproof. Oh, they could be killing their own. Okay, they march their own Shieldred. Go up to 23, which is fine. I mean, they have 0 cards in hand now, and we can deal almost. We can almost deal 23 next turn. Going down to 22. We have the answer to a Necro. Have the answer to a Worm Coil. They have a lot of mana. Like this is 14, 17 damage, so we haven't quite got it. Definitely feel like it was worth it there to kill the Shieldred. The opponent pitched a lot of cards. Was that worth it? Oh, I guess they. Oh, when I was thinking about removal, they can't remove our stuff because it's all hexproof. Need to fade, I guess, like a. Okay, there's Khan. Like Worm Coil's obviously good, but okay, there's Bridge. We can deal with that one. Don't know when we're making these Rhinos, kind of lost track. Looks like it's this turn, so yeah, cast this. There's a Shardless Agent, so that's a good backup. So let's go where, destroy this. And then we can just attack our opponent and send the 3 damage from Phlage over there, gain another so much life here. It's unlikely, I think, that the opponent will be able to, well, I say unlikely, they obviously can't burn us out with Soul Spike. Okay, put the opponent to 8. Next turn we do have the ability to Shardless Agent haste, but I mean, even Damnation with the Phlage, you know, let's say they Damnation everything away, we can Phlage attack again. They need another One Ring. Like a sweeper into a One Ring or something. Necro, I don't think helps them. They can't, you know, our stuff is all hexproof, and you know, we're at 58 life as well, which is pretty good. See what they can conjure up. They could play, I guess they have a lot of mana. They could go Shieldred. They could go Shieldred Ring or Shieldred Necro. That's probably, Shieldred Necro probably isn't enough because they can only pay 5 life. Don't know. We'll see what they have here. Opponent decides they can't deal with all of our stuff. So, yeah, for another good result. We are 3-0 with Rhinos. See you for round number 4. Right, on the play here for round number 4. So we have a Leyline, 2 lands, a Fire Ice. Yeah, it's pretty good. Got a Leyline Binding as well. Yeah. Okay. Let's play a Flooded Strand. Need notably, this Flooded Strand does mean Arena of Glory comes in untapped, which is nice. Okay. So we'll Surveil here. Lush Portico. Yeah, we'll put that one on top. Not going to give it haste though. Okay, Subtlety. I think I'm putting this on the bottom now. The fact that it's Subtlety, I kind of want to hit the 3rd land. Looks like Jeskai. No, we don't just want to shove it on top and for the opponent just go counter spell and then us miss our 3rd land. That's obviously pretty bad. Opponent puts a Meticulous Archive into the graveyard with their Surveil. Don't know what this, yeah, probably means they've got, yeah, obviously enough lands. They've got 5 cards in hand. They did have to pitch a Force of Negation, which is good for us. Okay, find a land. I'm just jamming Shardless Agent here. I suppose we could have gone Ice the Thundering Falls. Looks like a counter spell. Yeah. See, I didn't just want to jam our our Scion. Okay, I don't know if the opponent missed a land or if they just yielded straight through their turn. But I think I'm happy to go Ardent Plea. If they have another counter spell. No, I think I'm going to go Suspend of Footfalls. Attack for 3. Oh no, sorry, I forgot we didn't have Ardent Plea out. Pass the turn. And then we'll go ice the white land. Okay, find another land, which isn't too bad. Okay, they find a land. It does mean they can't counterspell here. So yeah, we're just jamming. Cast this. Make some Rhinos. I suppose they could have Verdict, which should be kind of annoying. Or Wrath of the Skies is pretty good. Could also have a ring. Okay, there's the ring. Just gonna wait on the Leyline Binding until we can stop them drawing a card. Another Leyline, not the best draw. I think we'll just pass. But yeah, I wanted to Binding there. Looks like a fairly greedy mana base. Right, Monument of Hand this. Teferi's pretty good. We do have, you know, we can answer some stuff. Hope this isn't Wrath. Looks like it might be though. Like Wrath kill both our Rhinos. And deal with that. We can haste the Shardless Agent because, well, we're going to have to here because our Crashing Footfalls is going to come down. We can Surveil though. Thundering Falls. I don't want another one of those. And I guess now we just thin our deck. Go grab. Doesn't really matter here. So I think we will haste our Shardless Agent just to kill the Teferi. Or we can now haste the Subtlety, although Subtlety is 1, 2. So this would be our last Crashing Footfalls. Subtlety can... I guess we can Subtlety their Subtlety. So go this, red, blue, green. So we don't get the Rhinos. Attack Teferi. So is all of our Rhinos gone now? Okay. Cast another Rhinos. They resolve. Okay, another Shardless Agent isn't great. Yeah, I'm happy to Subtlety that. Use our mana. I put Solitude on the bottom. They go to 7. Elegant Parlor, Surveil. Surveil Solitude into the bin. We got a lot of damage. Well, yeah, we get there. Okay, so what do we want to bring in against this? Definitely all of the mystical disputes. I think that's probably it. Force of Negation here is pretty good. Quite like Leyline. Leyline Binding is kind of awkward. Do we just get rid of all the Leyline of the Guildpact? Because we don't want to top deck it, although it is a good way to stop them dealing with our early threats. So we want Force because of sweepers. Subtlety was good there, and it stops the Fairy. I think we trim one of these. What about Fire Ice? I think Fire Ice is fine. Phlage is fine. Let's go down one of these and maybe down one Fire Ice. Let's try that. See. Yeah, just able to kind of tempo them out there. Okay, this sounds great. Shove a Leyline out. We can lead with Thundering Falls. We have a Force as well. Probably, it depends what the opponent does. That's a good draw. I don't really want that. No, I'll graveyard that one. Depends what the opponent does here. So now we're probably just going Arid Mesa. That's a very good draw as well. So now we go ice the... We'll let them... We'll let them go, you know, fetch, and then in their upkeep we will ice a land. And then we can slam Scion with Dispute back up. Okay, they put one on top. Ice here. What's this? Okay, we draw Phlage. Okay, that looked like a Dovin's Veto potentially. But you can't Dovin's Veto a Scion. You can counterspell, but we do have a Mystical Dispute up. Which I probably use here. Yeah, this is as good a target as any. Okay. That's pretty good. So I can have a Verdict, I suppose. It's pretty good. The ring is pretty good. Am I forcing the ring? Yeah, we'll force that. Pit Shardless Agent. See what we draw. Let's attack for 4. I think I'm just going to play the Phlage. We go to 30. They purge the Leyline, which is fine with us. Need to get white mana here. Don't want that one. Let's attack for 4. I don't think I want to... don't think I want to play Phlage here. think I'm fine just... Oh, I should have played the land, that was stupid. Like Phlage is lethal next turn. So we need... Oh, this needs to get white, unfortunately. So we'll go and grab just a Temple Garden or a Hallowed Fountain. Temple Garden, probably. And then we'll cycle. Okay, another land. Crashing Footfalls is not the best. Attack for 4. So they have to deal with this. We could go shock in, play Phlage. I think that's probably fine. They probably counterspell this. Yeah. But we might be able to do it again next turn. Okay. Well, opponent says our deck is bad, but seems to, the results seem to speak for themselves. Managed to take the win down against Jeskai control. So yeah, happy with that. Let's play for the trophy. Right, round number 5. Gonna keep this hand. The opponent reveals Gigantha, so see what that is. This hand's really, really good. I would have loved to be on the play, but alas, that is always the case, I suppose. Do we want to Subtlety a Guide of Souls here? That's a question. They could Thoughtseize. There's Guide of Souls. I don't think so. I think we'll let that one resolve. Okay, we find Binding, which is nice. So let's just go play this one, pass. So obviously what we'd quite like to do is go Subtlety like an Ajani if they tap out here. Thoughtseize is really annoying, but we'll let it resolve. Like, our hand's pretty good. Like, we could force it, but don't think we want to go down 2 cards. Next turn, you know, we've got some good stuff. We can fire something. We could Leyline Binding. I'm probably going to go and get a basic Plains. They take the Ardent Plea. If they go for an Ocelot Pride here, we let it resolve. Okay. So opponent took our Ardent Plea, so they're a bit afraid of whatever we've got coming from that. Let's go land, pass. I wonder if we're meant to just fire this. We could ice a land as well. I might just fire. Oh, go and get. We're definitely getting basic Plains. So we could go fire, kill this, and then Subtlety or whatever their next play. But fire is good against the cats. What I don't want to happen is like us to go fire and then they go Bowmasters or something, gain a load. They can do that anyway, I guess. The other thing I really don't want is them going Obnixilis, sack this. So yeah, I think that's fine. I really don't want Obnixilis, sack this. Goblin Bombardment is fine. Though we can binding that if we need to. Okay, Temple Garden. Let's go land and pass. If we need to go and get an island here for Force of Negation, we can. Could be Blood Moon. Could be Fable. I will force a Fable. Okay, they just take Gigantha to hand, which is obviously good for us. So I'm going to go and get a Thundering Falls here. I want the double blue. We'll graveyard that one. Got enough lands. Okay. Draw. Another binding isn't bad. We haven't got green, so we'll play the Temple Garden untapped. Actually, it could have been any, but this one actually casts Phlage as well. Okay, so we've got Subtlety, we've got Force of Negation. Opponent on 4 cards. They do have Gigantha, but I suppose they don't just want to get it Subtlety. But okay, we find another Arid Mesa. That's fine. We can play that and pass, because that is able to go and get our next Surveil land. We could do it right now. So we could go Surveil, try and hit Phlage, but not too yeah, not too enamored with that idea. Okay, Guide of Souls is fine. Just gonna binding that. Oh, this is okay. So what we do is we can actually Subtlety this one, or we could let that one resolve and Subtlety the other one. Or we could force, we could let that resolve, force, actually that's better, yeah, so let's go, let that one resolve, force this. Oh, hold on. So let's go binding. Yeah, we want everything to be. And then go force here. Three cards in the opponent's hand. One of them is Gigantha. But yeah, I wanted to do it that way around so we didn't have to deal with, you know, they didn't get an activation out of their Obniks. Okay. Yeah, we really need to find some action here. Like if at any point we'd have been able to just play a Scion or something, would have been really nice. But we're still going. You know, we can Subtlety, we can binding. Like Thoughtseize is awful here, so we could go play Subtlety, binding the bombardment, but I'm not. Yeah, I think we just let this go. Like whiff their thing, we make a 3/3, but I think I'd rather. You know, both of these sort of deal with Gigantha. If they go land Gigantha, I want to have an answer to it. I do like the Arena of Glory actually, because if we find, now that we've got this much land, whatever we find here, we've actually got enough to go. If we find Phlage, we can go Phlage, escape Phlage. We'll see what the opponent takes. Okay, they take the binding. A bit surprised they take binding, I guess. We could go Arena, start hitting them with Phlage, but Probably don't want to do that. I guess. Oh, okay. So that means they have. Okay, that's a good draw. That probably means they have a kill spell in hand. So, are we hasting? I think so. Let's go haste. Obviously, it's not great if we draw exactly Phlage. They'd have to have double removal spell here. I guess we could have hasted the Subtlety as well, but Static Prison is annoying because it gets rid of our Draco and they get energy. They've got 2 cards in hand. I'm pretty confident they have like a, what's it called? Galvanic. I always want to say Galvanic Blast, but it's Galvanic, not Iteration. Discharge. Galvanic Discharge. Like, pretty sure they have one of those. So I don't just want to run out my Subtlety. Especially, yeah. Like, want to save it for when they go Gigantha or something. Obviously, if they Thoughtseize, we'll just go for it. Guide of Souls. I don't really want them gaining life. I'm going to go for this. Because then if they want to go Gigantha, they have to tap out of their removal spell potentially. If the last 2 cards are Gigantha removal spell. Just need to draw Phlage, really. This one's going to hit for 3 potentially. They have 1 energy. They put Guide of Souls on the bottom. Okay, here comes Gigantha by the look of it. Okay, so let's draw Phlage off the top. Would be very, very nice. Binding is also acceptable. Ardent Plea is also acceptable. Hit them for a bit more damage. Cast this. Attack here. So you put our opponent to 3. No, put them to 2. And they're facing down 2 Rhinos and a Subtlety. Okay, well, we get their game 1 against Mardu. So, Endurance, probably Brotherhood's End. This deals with Planeswalk as well, right? Yeah. Force is okay against this build. Obnixilis and Static Prison and I guess Thoughtseize, but I don't think we're not gonna want to top deck it, but we are gonna want to top deck those. So 1 short, like 1 too many cards. I think Leyline is very good against them. I don't want to cut that. Fire Ice, yeah, very good. Phlage is good. Why are we bringing in 3 Endurance just for Phlage? I think maybe just keeping 1 in. We could consider Wear Tear against Static Prison, but I think this is fine. Okay, see what they have for us. See what I mean. Our opening hand there was really, really good. We can't. Yeah, maybe we should be bringing in Wear Tear. Okay, 2 copies of Brotherhood's End, a Leyline Binding, and we do have. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm going to keep this. Let's see. So if I go and get... Okay, that's a really, really good draw. So I think we go Flooded Strand, pass. And then we go and get Temple Garden, cycle. Okay, Guide of Souls. Okay. So I think I'm going to binding that right away. To go Temple Garden, yes. Island cycle for Xander's Lounge. Then we can go Xander's Lounge, play binding. And then next turn we've got access to either making Rhinos or Brotherhood's End or Phlage. Depends what they play. Like if they play out a load of stuff, we can Brotherhood's End. If they don't play anything, we can play some Rhinos. Looks like it's going to be Brotherhood's End. I think just keeping the board clear. Okay, Ocelot Pride. So yeah, just go land, cast, deal 3 damage. Clear up all that. They did put an Obnix into the graveyard. Three mana. Okay, they have their own Phlage, which is fine. Like tapping out just for a Lightning Helix, essentially. So let's go cast Shardless Agent. Cast a Footfalls. Play a land. May go and get basic planes here. If it's unlikely we have to go and get basic planes. Arena of Glory, yeah, that is the scary one. Because now, I mean, it's not that scary. They can go attack, but we can block. Or yeah, if okay, so they did exert it, so they could go kill this. But yeah, so we're essentially trading everything for everything. They're going to attack, kill. You know, we're going to double block. And then in terms of cards, we traded 1 card for 1 card. And then we can surveil again. I mean, we don't want that. Annoying to have to surveil it because we can't now go and get it with Misty. Well, that's a good one. Let's go Ardent Plea. Make some more Rhinos. Play a land and pass. Static Prison on a Rhino, probably? Nope, on Guide of Souls, okay. The Ocelot Pride, that's fine because we just get to kill everything again. Gonna fetch here. And not the island. Oh, we want more planes, so yeah. Not gonna island cycle. Just gonna kill everything here. That is a very good draw. So we can just go Brotherhood's End, deal 3 damage to each creature. Play Scion. They could kill one of these with a discharge. They go to 22. They do have Arena of Glory still, obviously. They can get rid of Static Prism now. Okay, another Static Prism. That's okay. 2 cards in hand. Could be Obnixilis. Okay, Obnixilis is fine. They're gonna make a token. I mean, I'll discard Phlage. Right, so let's go. I guess the problem is they can go Phlage. If they can let this die and then go Phlage. They let that die and then go Phlage. So I have to play something here. I guess we could play Scion. They let this die. We get our Scion back. They go attack. We can block with the Scion though. Or they could kill our Phlage. I think I'm just going to Phlage from the graveyard. It's close. Is that the play? We have to do a blocker, because otherwise they could go fetch land, play Phlage, kill us, because it's 12 damage. So it gives lifelink, gives black first strike. Difficult here. I think we go Phlage. I think I can probably escape it again next turn if we need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can actually, because I can cycle the Lorien Revealed. Let's deal them 3, gain 3 life. They have 8 energy. I wonder if they let us have this in order to escape it. They don't. Okay, they do have Arid Mesa, so yeah, we had to do something, otherwise we would have just lost. Okay, Thoughtseize is okay. We take the Scion. So they're going to escape and attack with Phlage. That's all they've got then. Like, they kill our Phlage, and then we can attack with Rhinos, potentially draw 3 cards, or just escape our Phlage again. Okay, they do hit Phlage. Okay, that's okay though. I don't think I'm going to cycle this. Okay, Arid Mesa not the best, but just go. I mean, yeah, we're just Phlaging each other at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we shoot the opponent, gain some life. Yeah, we can attack with both Rhinos. I guess discharge. Discharge is fine. Do we play the land? Yeah, I'll play the land, because it might be that we want to discard next turn. They draw a card. I think... Are we blocking here? Like, I think so. Like, don't want to die to just bolt. Yeah, happy to block here. I mean, happy is probably not the right word, but we have lethal on the swing back. It wouldn't be out of the question for us to escape again. Well, okay, well, we get there. So 5-0 with Rhinos. It's still got it, and we played against all of the big decks, I think. We played against Energy and Control and Necro with Coffers, and I guess we don't think we played against Tron. What was the other? We played against the like birthing ritual stuff. Didn't play against Storm either. But yeah, really happy with the deck. Just shows, yeah, the Rhinos have still got it. The plan of sort of cheap interaction and you know, some powerful quick clock. Yeah, really good. So yeah, really happy. Do let me know if there was anything you spotted that could have potentially done better, but I'm definitely going to be running more of this in the future now. So yeah, it's great to have you along for the video, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.